Sometimes you can't fight the beast. So I am not going to fight the beast. I'm trying to get on board with it, but global programs are not, they're not all they're cracked up to be. It's just...
No.
Do you find yourself also, like, while you know that, okay, this has the potential not to work, do you find yourself still creating a solution just to have in your pocket should the shit blow up, so you can be like you said, I wasn't on board to begin with, but when things do fall apart, are you normally just prepared to say, okay, so here's a solution we didn't think of in the beginning? Because that's the opposite of the arsonist that I talked about. Like, yeah, right. Things might not work, but in the midst of it all, like you said, there has to be that collaborative mindset. You have to say, okay, so this is what the team wants to do. This is something that, people who have been around this organization, perhaps more invested than I am, think is the way to go. And I don't want to just buck up against it just because, like, y'all know I love saying no. Like, it's my favorite thing. Like, no, what the fuck you mean no? Like, but sometimes we have to take a moment. Okay, all right. Y'all, I know what y'all talking about. Also, as a Taurus, like, nobody ever knows what they're talking about except me. So there are things that I combat. So I'm asking you though, like, do you find yourself still like coming up with a solution or how something, if there was an issue and this doesn't work, and then they're like, all right, team, let's put our thinking caps on. You like, bitch, I already thought here.
Yes, but that's when I find myself being the most frustrated, because there are sometimes. So I think that part of the problem is, we're a risk function. Right. There are business lines that we support. There are very much so times where I feel like we need to sit back as a group and observe what everyone else is doing. But we're constantly putting our hand in their cookie jar.
So y'all just being America.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all being the white
y'all being America.
Y'all being the white people. Yeah.
I'm like, come on. Like, we have to have a separation of duties.
Yeah.
Like, separate church and state. Why are we doing this? And sometimes now I will ask, what is the value in what we're doing? Like, what's the value? And I'm not trying to be combative, but I need you to help me understand, because you're right. There are people who have been doing this a lot longer than I have. So if they do have the insight to see something from a different vantage point, also, there's probably conversations that they have that I am not privy to.
Yeah, that's true.
Which you have to take that into account too. And you don't want to be all gun-ho like, oh, I'm not doing this shit. But bitch, you didn't even know where the organization was going this year. You didn't even know what the strategy was. So fucking relax and stay in your pay grade. But at the same time, no, don't make that face. No, but at the same time,
I love it.
We have to let them do what they're going to do sometimes. Especially if we say at the end of the day, it's on y'all. If shit fucks up, it ain't on us. Y'all own that risk. It's going to be with you. And I get that we're supposed to be one band, one sound.
One band, one sound.
One band, one sound. But they got a different coach. Like,
right. Now, do you find that
their coach because run the ball?
Yeah, but now do you find that sometimes in your organization, just like or your certain group, that they'll get upset when people want to bring your group in? You're like, that's not even my job. And then they ever wonder why you're bringing it in? Well, because you got your hand in everything, Barbecue Betty. Like, mind you, like, sit down.
I
like, literally, you get upset about that?
Yes, I literally got asked to do something on Friday as a pilot. First of all, there's never no fucking pilot. Every time it's a pilot, no, nigga,
it's already doing it. Yep.
You're doing it. Like, if you wrote a framework for it, it's your job.
It's yours.
Now.
You own it. Yep.
So
see, that's another.
I'm just like, I don't think I should be doing this. What? So remember when they used to have toxic pairs? They used to say, like, you can't be the person that's overseeing the risk and the doer of that same thing. It's like banking 101. Well, I just feel like, you know that meme or that GIF with the white guy who's just blinking? That's what I wanted to do. But on the other side of the, like, inside, I'm screaming. Like, I can't believe y'all are asking me to do this, because this just doesn't make sense and I'm at capacity. But on the outside, I'm like, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll try it. I mean, what else can I do? You can't say no. You're not in a position to say no. Sometimes it's an implied yes when they ask you the question already. You're asking me as a courtesy, but I have to do it. So,
and that's a lot of time in meetings. I sit back and observe, because I don't want to give you a suggestion, because then you're going to want me to start it. And no, this y'all should have been doing it. So I'm not going to help you. Like, y'all get paid the big bucks. Like, I'm over here minding my business. Again, it's above me now. Like you said, that's not my pay grade to figure these things out. Y'all should have been had this implemented.
Because they want to see, you know, and everybody, a lot of people are dumber than we give them credit for being. Like, we're like,
That's a
oh,
fact.
you know, you're older and you've been here for so long, and I see your title, and people trust you, but they be dumb. And we've had conversations about folks who literally progress and excel in their careers off of the backs and the work of those who report to them. So we know that that's a true statement. If you're speaking up in meetings where there is a mix of leaders from different departments, that actually stomps out the opportunity for your manager or whoever it is that's overseeing it, that's closer to you, to take credit for your thoughts. Sure. So yeah, you might feel like, y'all goofy niggas can't figure this out. That's happened to me a lot, because I'm naturally quiet. So I'm naturally just sitting there hearing everything everybody's doing, taking my little notes. And sometimes I have to speak up, and I'm waiting for someone to actually say the solution, because it seems simple as hell. Like, what obvious. Is wrong with y'all? Yeah. No one has said this. So then when I say it and they're like, oh my goodness, that's a great idea. What did y'all smoke this morning? Like, that's how my brain goes. Like, this is why I don't eat those free donuts y'all put out, because what is wrong with everybody in here? Like, are they putting something in the water? Like, I don't understand. So, I mean, it sucks. And then you want to reach to those folks and look up to them and have them be, you know, as distant or as close mentor as possible, but they don't be knowing shit.
Nothing at all.
That's true.
Nothing at all.
I got really good advice. Like, you have to speak up. You don't have to be the loudmouth or the know-it-all, but you have to speak up, because your ideas matter and they're important. And
I understand that, but I think it gets frustrating, because then you're like, when you do bring up the ideas, nothing happens. Well, in my organization, again, they're playing catch up. So I just sit back and observe, and it's like, oh, didn't you have an idea with such and such? Yeah, like 3 months ago.
But they remembered you. They remembered you.
Appreciate it. But now, remember in my my merit increase. How about that?
Because that's where it counts. Hit them pockets.
Because I'm going to write it in my review. Like, I dug you out of a hole. I think that's like a 6% increase. Appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, everybody needs an increase.
Everybody needs an increase.
Everybody. Especially after this whole shit. I digress.
All these days is trying not to go crazy at home and paying bills. Because a lot of people are like, you know, the world is weird and then things are deferred. Yeah, as soon as the world gets back up and running, they still want their money. Just pay them now. Like, you're supposed to. Stop. What are you doing with the money? Get off of Amazon.
Hey,
Jen.
Jen. Okay, first of all, I'm triggered. Now let me tell you something. All my bills are paid. I haven't deferred anything.
But you have your
Amazon is my coping mechanism. I have nothing else to organize, so I need to buy stuff to organize. I'm sitting here because, you know, what I buy off of Amazon, I'm going to use once this whole thing is over, so I can save my money in the long run. You know, there's levels to this shit.
That's
okay,
fair.
I'm trying. Okay,
I get it, but there are a lot of people who are like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that.
Tons of people,
and you're like
somebody was asking on Facebook, like, did y'all change your 401k? And did you change? Are y'all paying all your bills? Nigga, what? Like,
I'm paying every bill that comes
here.
What are you
doing with the money?
I'm still doing the things that are adult. Everything that belongs to this hood, I'm doing them.
Yes, right. Like, I literally had I don't get it. I ask questions like, are you working? Yeah. Are you still getting a check? Yeah. You still have bills? Yeah. So
and then you can't go outside and be foolish. So, like, what are you doing with the money?
Right. Drinking it.
That is the thing. It is.
Because that's a thing.
Yeah,
yeah, but don't get the $40 bottle. Get the $3.99. You still get lit.
Jen,
have a massive
don't
headache.
you dare buy no $3.99 nothing.
Cheap alcohol.
Let me tell y'all, that wine that y'all been drinking the last few times, it was $3.99.
You gonna wake up with your brain on the pillow. Like,
I'll survive.
You know,
I was sitting black and observing y'all drink that wine, knowing it was $3.99.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm not saying that we're bougie, but I like to have a little.
Y'all are. That's fine. That's fine.
I think we all can learn from taking a page out of the Sit Black and Observe manual. It's beneficial. And then, you know, when you're quiet and you're taking a survey of it like an eagle, just peeping the scene, you walk away with so much more, and you'll be able to actually articulate your ideas and your input better because you done heard all the bullshit everybody else said. Okay, this is what y'all niggas talking about. Okay, anywho, that was great. How about we do this? And it's just like, oh my goodness, we're sitting in the dark, and you're like, wait, guys, how about we flip the switch? And I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, light, are you God? I'm like, no,
I'm just black. Not just black. I'm black.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yes.
I think we're going to move on now to They Got Me Fucked Up. Life has been good though. But anyway. All right. So this is the time for our favorite segment where we tell y'all, or we share someone else's that they've sent in, on how people have each of us individually and collectively fucked up. Anybody been fucked up lately?
Not lately, but it can go along with our topic of the day, to sit black and observe. And I feel like it has gotten me fucked up since I was a kid, and I've seen this. White people, stop putting your kids on leashes, because I'm going to laugh at them, and I'm going to observe. I can't say why. Did you? Why?
You gonna talk to her? Why? We already told you. Shanice can ask her. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it just, that really has me fucked. I'm just like, but they're not a dog, and they treat the dog better than the kid because the dog is roaming free next to them.
The dogs would do very.
That's what it just bothers me. I don't know why. I do know why it bothers me. It's just like they're not a pet.
Yeah, my mom used to have
them off, and then they yank them back so hard, like little Johnny. He just learned to hold his head up.
But they're cute now. They're like little backpacks. Mine was literally wrist to wrist. Like it was on my wrist and she had it on her wrist. But I don't know the story behind it.
I'm not gonna talk about your I'm not gonna talk about your mama because I've that's rare. I've never seen black people on leashes. But the white people, I'm like, you just control your kid a little bit more. Like they're not scared of you.
Tell little Johnny to simmer down.
Sit down. You should give them the conversation. Don't look at nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. Like that is a wonderful little speech. Like that gets everybody far. So that's what gets me fucked up constantly because I'm still seeing it. Even with the 6 feet apart, like you gonna have little Johnny around the corner of the next aisle. You trying to get his 6 feet apart social distancing. Just teaching them to behave.
That would be the easier route than the leash.
For sure.
But I would say, in line with everything that's been happening, leadership who leads with arrogance has me fucked up. Because I think that there is a big difference between being confident in your opinion and having others understand your vision. But when you lead with arrogance and you don't listen to the opinions of the people who are in the trenches and in the grind and who are the doers, and you tell them how to manage their workflow process, that has me fucked up because it feels more like a power struggle than you actually giving valid feedback. And I don't like it. I don't think that is the best way to demonstrate leadership. Personally, I think you have to value the opinion of the people who are closest to the work and listen to the thoughts and ideas that they are given. And if you have an alternate solution, sure, by all means pitch it, but to just cut them off at the knees is problematic, and that has me fucked up.
Agreed. I think that comes kind of with when folks try to manage their team in one way across the board.
Yes.
Without giving everybody the opportunity to show their strengths and their weakness, without learning their individual strengths and weaknesses and how they thrive. So they're just trying to give everybody the same speech on how to do things, and they don't even know the full ins and outs of the duties they're asking people to do.
Correct.
And that's not fair. It's counterproductive. Get out my way. And it makes